it's the 422 episode, right?
Yeah.
422.
422. The 420 so nice they smoked it twice. Hello, hi boys, hi girls, and hi non-binary folks.
Hi.
Hi boys, hi girls.
Yeah, no, we got it.
I didn't make the joke.
Okay.
I was just saying hi boys, like
Hello.
alleged.
Oh.
So now I need to say it again to make it seem like I made the joke.
Okay.
Sure.
And welcome back to the Judge Highest.
Okay.
Welcome back to the Judge Highest podcast on the internet. My name is Hi
Smith. Comma Josh.
Josh, yeah.
My name is Rick.
Allegedly.
And my name's Christian.
And we are the
Judgies.
Judgies. Smoke it if you got it, folks.
Or don't. That's okay too.
If you have it legally, you have to smoke it right now.
If it's on you have to smoke it right
If
now.
you're driving, take your hands off the wheel, reach into
No.
your back seat, open up the lockbox that you put it in because you're responsible, and toke it.
No.
Rip that fat bowl.
No. Don't
Allegedly.
Do that.
Allegedly.
Don't smoke and drive.
That's true.
Smoke,
Bad
then
idea.
drive?
Nope.
Drive, then smoke,
Drive
then
to your
drive again.
destination. Then smoke.
Yeah.
Then wait the appropriate amount of time for you to not be high anymore.
20 minutes.
I mean, some people maybe. I don't know. And then you can drive again. But don't do it while you're driving.
Allegedly.
Are we
Bam.
all wearing new shirts tonight?
New shirt
Ooh,
goofing.
Well, new shirt. Goof.
Let's hear about your shirt.
This is a Leinard Skynard Simple Man t-shirt
Simple.
because I'm going to see Leinard Skynard tomorrow. As well as ZZ Top. And it's their what's the name of their it's Sharp Dressed Simple Man tour. Yeah.
Are you going with your dad?
And my mom and my girlfriend actually.
Nice.
It's in Moline.
Okay.
Nice. I went to a
hear-
concert once in Moline. It was Goo Goo Dolls and Matchbox 20. And when Matchbox 20 came on, he started singing Jolene, the song by Dolly Parton.
Sure.
Infamously.
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah,
Beyonce.
correct. But he switched out Jolene for Moline. And the crowd went nuts.
Mild. Really nuts.
Yeah.
That's not often that the Iowanians get a little shout out like that.
Yeah. They went nuts for it.
Iowanians.
Was
Matchbox
it in
20 was a great show.
Matchbox 20 years ago?
It was only 10 years ago
Was it in the stadium?
ish. Yeah.
Was it a nice stadium?
Yeah.
Cool. That's where we're going. So
Yeah.
There's a stadium
big.
there.
yeah.
Crazy.
And Christian, tell us about your shirt.
I got a new shirt from Target that Erica sent me a video on TikTok saying, look at these cool shirts Target has.
And he looks really hot in it.
You,
For
look,
listeners.
you do look very good in it.
Thank you.
And then I got peed on today at the zoo, so I had to buy a new shirt.
By
Sorry
My
about that.
child,
Oh.
okay.
his diaper leaked while I was holding him, and so he peed all down the side of me.
What
And
an
I-
animal that guy is.
It was crazy. And yeah, I didn't bring a shirt for myself, but he had several changes of clothes ready to go, but
Sure.
I didn't. So
This is bordering onto
had to go get a new shirt.
tangent territory, and I'm
No.
sorry.
Okay, but we haven't started the actual
this is
stories yet, so I actually have a few things I would like to say at the top.
the no tangent episode. We heard you loud and clear, folks. Episode 200 was the worst thing ever made.
Okay, but I really do have things I need to talk about.
That's fine. I'm just setting the scene.
Okay.
Because we got a lot of hate comments.
I know.
A lot of hate comments.
Yeah, but it really wasn't. If the people hated it, it wasn't for you. That episode wasn't for you.
Yeah, it's almost like it's weird to like get aggressive about it, about a free show.
That is crazy.
A show that I've always said we produce for us. And if you like it, that's fine.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
It was such a good episode.
We had
It was
so
a
much
good
fun.
episode.
But no tangents this week. Erica, get those out of your system.
Now I can't remember all the things I had to say. I went to the zoo today with my son and my mother, and it was really fun. The Brookfield Zoo. Shout out zookeeper Bree for hooking us up. Got to see the
I
dolphins.
forgot that she works there.
Yeah. And I also, one of my friends from college also works there, Katie.
Oh.
I don't know if Katie listens, but Katie, I saw you today. Said
It's
hello.
fucked up.
That was cool. I'm like, I had so many things that I wanted to talk about, and now I'm blanking on all of them. They started on our yard. Have we talked about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes. So Maxine our dog always escapes from our fence. So we got her an air tag.
Naturally.
And we can't have her at the house while they're doing our yard because there's nowhere for her to go outside. And I can't guarantee that I will be able to take her on walks every time she needs to go outside when I'm home alone with the baby, or it's raining, or, whatever. So we have her at Christian's parents' house. And every time we leave Christian's parents' house, I get a notification on my phone that says Maxine left behind.
Oh, no.
That's terrible.
That's horrible.
And it breaks my heart every single time.
Absolutely gutted.
That's terrible.
It makes me feel so
you're
bad.
terrible for leaving
I
her
know.
behind.
I know.
God, that's horrible. That sucks.
I'm just gutted every time.
Absolutely gutted, mate.
I'm more concerned that Max is going to come back like 50 pounds heavier.
She doesn't have 50 pounds to gain.
I know. Marcia told me the other day.
They're getting the grandma treatment.
She is getting the grandma treatment. Maxine gets a squirt of whipped cream out the can every day at 9 p.m.
I mean, whipped
That's her
cream
bedtime treat.
has like no calories in it.
I love to hear that.
It's the point. if she's
intermittent fasting, Josh, she can't eat past her window.
If she's getting whipped cream at 9 p.m., what do you think she's getting the rest of the day? Everything.
Non-whipped cream.
The answer is
whipping,
everything.
Heavy whipping cream.
Yeah. Also, got my nose pierced.
You did.
I got my nose pierced.
How's it healing?
The skin around it is kind of irritated, but I think it's the soap that I'm using to cleanse it is irritating my skin. The actual thing itself is fine.
I've seen stuff, not necessarily about nose piercings, but about nipple piercings. That a nipple piercing is a great thing to have if you want to have an infection for a year. So
lovely.
Hopefully the nose is better.
Yeah, I don't have an infection, and it's been a week, so I think I'm okay.
Give it time.
Give it time. Let it fester.
It's a slow burn, this one.
I went with Christian's sister and her daughter, our niece, and Kim went first, and she didn't even flinch. She kind of closed her eyes a little bit tighter and didn't make a sound or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, so it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went next, and he pierced me, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was genuinely surprised at how much it hurt.
Yeah, it's collecting it built a little different.
Christian's actually gotten his nose pierced, but his body not only tolerates pain so well, but heals so quickly, it immediately sealed back up.
Thank you, Josh.
I tried to convince him that he should get a nose piercing with me, and he wasn't having it.
Do you think?
And you and Kim have very similar noses, and she looks cute with it, so you would definitely look cute with it.
It's not. I know I would look good with it, guys.
Yeah.
I can't go to work with it.
Yes, you can.
No, because I'm already going to work with shirts like this. I'm looking too hot. I'm looking like a little slut at work already.
I know. I approve. So yeah, got my nose pierced. Hurt way more than I thought. But I like it. And I want a little hoop, but I have to wait 6 weeks for it to heal.
I would definitely do a hoop. I wouldn't be able to do a stud.
Yeah,
I'd
for
be a
sure.
Hoop boy through and through.
What else did I have to tell him? And the people. I can't remember.
Well, while you're thinking about it, look over to your left. There is mail to your left.
Holy
P.O. Box 58,
shit.
Ottawa, Illinois 61350. There's one letter in one package. The letters.
Do they go together?
No. The letter is from January 8th, folks. We're making it through the year eventually.
Do you want me to read the letter? Or?
Sure. The letters is separate from this?
Yeah.
Then I'm opening mine first. It's a picture frame with something in it. Oh.
You said you were opening yours first.
Well, you were already ready.
Yeah?
I said I was opening mine first, and then you raced me. I felt like you raced me to open yours first.
I went at a normal pace. I did not race.
Hi, Judgies.
Hello.
My name
Hello.
is Elizabeth. Use it. And I love to cross stitch. Thought I'd make you a piece that was little portraits of y'all. Sorry if eye color is wrong. I did my best. I did my best Insta research. Rick, you are not too political, but that's pretty much your tagline now, so I had to. Hope you enjoy. Love the pod. Keep up the fun. Hugs and pisses, Elizabeth. AKA Flamingo Liz on YouTube.
This is so cute.
Thank you, Flamingo Liz, Elizabeth.
This is so cute. Did you see this?
Mine says Baja Blast, and I'm wearing a little I look like a little fucker here. Like my hair's not this blonde IRL, so I look like a little slut here.
You do look like a little slut.
Erica says too political, and Christians says gobble mode. And canonically, I am taller than Erica, so that works
Thank you for getting
out.
that right.
Thank you for getting that out. That right. That's correct, actually.
No.
I like that you put the thing on the back. That's really nice, actually.
Oh yeah, well we can't show it, I guess, because of your name, but that's awesome. Thank you,
Christian's
Elizabeth.
eyes are green, just so everybody knows.
Yeah,
She also included these
Couple sticky.
two little stickers.
mine
that
are
very
blue
cute.
also, but it's okay. Honestly, I would have never noticed.
And then
difference.
this is a what is this? A holiday card from Christmas, and it says "Sending love,
Early.
Carter, Abby, Daryl, and Zarina." And then it says on the back, "Dear Judgies, use my name." Oh, it also says, "Dear Judgies, mostly Ricky. Carter and I love to
kinda
listen to you
fucked up.
on our weekly clean. You reset our palette to be. I'm sorry, reset our place. That says palette, but then it's got an arrow from place. Face another week in this shit place while interacting with the general public. Also, one of my favorite things to say instead of anyway is any whore. Instead of any who?
I don't think I can say that.
Any
word.
whore. Say it fast enough and they can't hear the difference. Thanks for making us laugh. I hope you guys never stop. Pisses and kisses. Abby and Carter found episode 13.
That's crazy.
That's Oh Mama, isn't it? You found us. You found us on Oh Mama.
That's awesome. How did you find us? I want to know how people found us at the beginning.
It says, P.S. We're slumlords at the Patreon.
Oh my God. I thought you were just willingly saying I'm a slumlord. I'm like, don't like us then.
Oh, also,
But they look like babies. They look so young. They're
they look
beautiful.
like little,
but they look like
young
little babies. Anywho, thanks for sending that.
Episode 13 is plywood paraphernalia. Episode 16 is Oh
We know
Mama.
how you found us, then you'll smoke it if you got it.
What an insane coinkadink.
Wow.
Plywood paraphernalia on the 422 episode.
Crazy.
042224.
It doesn't mean
Oh.
anything.
Probably.
Doesn't mean anything.
I don't know. There's something there. Let it cook.
No, what?
Give me one of those gummies and then
Let it
we'll
burn.
talk about
Allegedly.
it. Could be a vitamin gummy.
Allegedly.
I didn't say what kind of gummy it was.
You didn't allegedly say anything.
No tangents this week, but we do have plenty of stories.
That's right, because we don't just do tangents on this podcast. We also podcast on this podcast. And what that entails is us going online and finding silly little stories. And sometimes Christian, Roger, Stud Muffin
Thank you.
Kleckner does that.
It's crazy because I've had my name legally changed for months now.
Are we allegedly doing anything?
I think we do that for the bonus episode.
That is teetering a little bit on a tangent.
Do you want to do it now? Hey, pop it now. Pop it now, mama.
Alleged. Do you
First
want to do
story-
it now?
Oh, I don't want to do it by myself.
I get so allegedly high. All right. And we're back. And some of us allegedly did something that's going to make it real hard for me to not tangent later.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
And
I'll keep
anywhere-
us on.
Is that why you didn't want to till after?
No, allegedly. In 30 to 60 minutes, it's going to be real hard for me to not tangent. That's all
Yeah.
I'm going to say.
First story of the night sent to us by listener here, Isaac. Hi, Judges. Please use my name, Isaac. They, he. I've been listening to pronouns they, he. I've been listening to you guys for about a year, and you're one of my favorite podcasts, especially when they go on tangents. This isn't my story, but it seemed so juicy to me, so I thought you guys would enjoy. As someone who's in a long-term, long-distance relationship, this one appalled me. I took screenshots just in case.
We love that.
Much hugs and many pisses, Isaac.
Okay.
Many pisses.
If we were allowed to go on tangents, I would say, how come there's not a Luked and a Marked and a Matthewed? But I don't want to go on that tangent.
Yeah, we will
So-
have to. We might have to just cut
We'll
that
just
out.
keep
Honestly,
it.
I
We'll
don't get
just
it.
keep it at appalled.
coming to us from r/long distance. I think that's a whoop.
That sounds like a whoop.
Feels like a whoop. In my heart of hearts, it's a whoop. 9 years together, but he cheated on me last year.
So really 8
Oh.
years together.
Not he. I was just assuming. Strap in.
So what is it?
They don't have it in the title. Hold on. Strap in. This is going to be a roller coaster ride. My 29 female Australian partner, 31 female American, have been together for 9 years. We're engaged in a year. We were engaged for a year and a half, but called it off in January this year. Last year in September, I found out she was cheating on me when I flew over to visit.
Ugh.
Yes, I know I shouldn't look through her phone, but here we are. She claimed that nothing physical happened and all the flirtatious texts and nickname calling was just a joke. Duh. I just made out with him as a bit.
So it's a makeout and flirtatious text scenario?
But she said nothing physical happened.
I was doing that part as a bit.
Wait. So what actually happened?
Flirtatious text and nicknaming.
Okay, nickname is like...
It depends on the nickname, right?
And flirtatious text is so subjective.
Very subjective.
I text... This is a tangent, so I won't say the full story.
We're gonna
I
have to cut you off.
do
honestly.
text Christian asking how his cock is every day. If that's illegal, write me
Oh,
up.
a friend isn't supposed
Write
to
me
check
up.
in on a friend?
Don't sue me. Just write me up.
It was there
Like a
inside.
hall monitor.
Give me a fair warning. That's all I
Hey, we're
ask for.
towing the line here.
Sorry.
That's what I'm here for. Somebody's got to keep us in check.
That's how I
It was-
fish.
You son of a bitch. It was their inside joke, apparently, because they're work wife and work husband.
Real quick.
You got 3 words. Make them count. 5 words. Make them count.
Okay. That doesn't count as one. And neither
Okay.
does any of that.
Okay, that's fine. We're tangenting pretty quickly.
I have something else to say about that. But he
5
does
words?
a visual joke that only I can see because he toe the line and he starts
Wiggling
moving
my
his
tootsie, yeah.
toes.
Allegedly, that was a tangent. Back to the story.
It was a tangent. It might have been
Real
more
quick.
than 5 words.
Real quick.
Okay, let's
really
hear it.
quick.
Okay, we can't just like not. Okay, a tangent is us talking about something unrelated for
Correct.
too long. That is what a definition of a tangent is. But
Okay.
us having rapport,
Banter.
if you will,
I won't.
I feel like that can't be counted as.
That's what the people
tangent.
want.
You are gonna hate to know this. We're a paragraph in and we're at 20 minutes.
Well, at least 5 of those minutes is getting cut.
You overestimate how long you guys chewed for.
I
Back to
wasn't
the
talking
story.
about the chewing.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. They call each other things like BB and tell each other that they miss each other and that they will meet up in the gym parking lot to talk.
I do that with my friends.
He would meet up at the gym with her after he finished his night shift, which I thought was quite odd.
Night shift at the fucking my girlfriend factory.
And then I found
You
Plan
need to
B,
calm down. You're
condoms,
tangenting.
and a pregnancy test in her room.
Okay, that's
That's a little.
what's that supposed to be?
I don't know.
I can't say it without it being a tangent about Among Us.
Okay.
Okay.
Suspicious. Okay. Suspect. Suspect. Obviously, not tease with me as I lack the hardware for those kinds of things. When confronted, she stated that she thought about it when she was mad at me. And if it were to happen, she didn't want to go in unprepared. That's why I got condoms and the Plan B, because I was going to let him still just bust a load in me.
If you're planning, Plan B isn't the most insane thing to like plan for. To prep for sex and also purchase a pregnancy test that you wouldn't need until like 3 to 5 weeks down the line, right? Like it's not like you bust a nut and then you're immediately able to tell if there's a child inside
Well,
of
if
you.
you're playing The Sims, is how it works.
Well, sure, but that's not really. There's more woohoo involved than nuts being busted.
I'm gonna have to cut you off there. You hit your limit.
Do you think
Let's
if
back to the we
Goldberg
hit the,
in The Sims, Whoopie Goldberg?
Hit the limit? I'm gonna take the ladder out of the pool if you keep this up, fucker. She says she's sorry for what she did and regrets it, and says that I'm the person she wants to spend the rest of her life with. But I always tell myself that if she really did mean that, then she wouldn't have hurt me like this. I guess the reason I'm sharing my story is because I want to know if anyone has experienced anything similar. And if you forgave them and chose to continue the relationship. If you did, how did you manage to pull through? Couples counseling. Since we're a long distance, I find it quite hard to take her word for anything that she says. And quite frankly, I don't trust her. But I do still love her and want a future with her. Fool. I know I deserve better, but I also don't want to just give up on us after being together for so long.
Do not sunk cost fallacy your livelihood.
I've invested so much of myself to our relationship that I don't want to just let it go. It still hurts to this very day, and there are days where I just want to break up.
99% of people getting cheated on quit dating right before they hit it big with their partner.
It's like gambling in a lot of ways. Anyways, any advice would help. Sorry for such a depressing situation to spring on you guys. Cheers.
We're not an advice podcast, but my advice would be to break up
Yeah.
That's crazy.
or move in together.
That's
That'll
okay.
that'll
That's
probably
the-
fix it.
What's crazy, this is a lesbian relationship.
Yep.
What's crazy is that they haven't moved in together already. They're doing the opposite of lesbian stereotyping here. They're really
Well, long
breaking.
distance
They're really breaking the
makes
mold.
that difficult.
Yeah. If they were true lesbians, they would have figured it out and moved in together within the first week, from what I understand from watching TV.
I get comedy tropes.
Got it.
They didn't have two parking spots for both their Subarus.
All my les heads will love that one. That does feel like
A les head, huh?
Yeah, that's what we call fans of lesbians.
That did feel like
Fans of lesbians.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm an LGBTQIAS plus les head ally.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
That this is a
cut
tangent.
him off. I'm gonna need you to cut him off on that one.
No. I'm
Wow.
pro tangent on this podcast.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna have to cut you guys all off then, and move our way on to the next freaking story.
Well, we can talk about the story. That's not a tangent.
Fair enough. I would consider
It's
it a
related.
tangent.
I agree. However, somebody disagrees with me.
Nobody disagrees with you. We're all in agreement.
Are we?
Christian, are we?
1, 2, 3.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
And now we don't know who said it because we weren't looking at each other's mouths.
Oh no.
So
Editor?
I don't have anything else to say about this
Yeah,
story.
honestly, I don't either.
Break
Break
up.
up.
Yeah.
Actually, 1, 2, 3. Break up.
Stay together.
You're really
Ooh.
fucking up the vibe on this one, Josh.
We don't know it was Josh. Were you looking
I
at
was
his
looking
mouth?
right at his mouth.
But
I had suspicions on the last one, so I've kind of been staring at his mouth.
You know,
This-
me too.
this is a
What
real.
the hell?
Suspicions.
Okay.
You think I'm just staring at this man's mouth?
Well, he's got luscious lips.
One. I have luscious lip.
I was gonna say I like your teeth.
Thank you.
You do have nice teeth. You do have a nice lip. You do have a nice mustache. There's a lot to look at there.
Yeah. I am a white man. I do not have an upper lip. This is a tangent. Let's get to the story.
I don't
Yeah.
like the that you did after that.
Hello, Erica, Christian, and Josh.
Hi.
That's us.
I finally came across
Allegedly.
a funny story on Reddit, which I thought was worth sending to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I almost peed my pants laughing at it. So enjoy. Hugs and pisses from,
Olsen.
how do you think you say that word? Elke? From Belgium. ELKE. From Belgium.
I don't know. It
And
looks like
this-
Elky.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to say that because I feel like that's just me being like Midwest brain where it's got to be a silent
This is
E,
a
right?
tangent.
Fuck. Cut it out. I don't want to embarrass myself
Are
like
we
this.
titling this episode "Oops, No Tangents"?
Yeah. No tangents.
Got
This
it.
one comes from r/awful everything.
Whoop. Getting him in right before the draft, eh, bud?
Yep.
Who's got it?
I don't know.
Hey.
Next week's the draft, though, folks. That is a tangent.
Fuck.
What happens when you drink 10 ounces of magnesium citrate?
You
Well,
shit
I'm
yourself.
glad you asked.
Magnesium citrate is for the poops,
Okay.
to make the poops happen, not
Is that milk of magnesia type beat?
Yeah.
Okay. Because what's the? This is a tangent. I'm very sorry. What's the cobalt that make you drink it and you turn blue? What's that? That's
Silver
Nitrate?
is that what it is?
I don't think you drink that. Silver nitrate is
Anti-vaxxers do.
Yeah.
Tangent.
Cut off.
Back to
no,
the
but
story.
silver nitrate's used for like burns, right? And like poison
Yes.
ivy and shit.
I think that is. Molly's barking. We got a timeline here. 12:05 p.m. It's time. You shotgun a 10-ounce bottle of lukewarm PBR.
Colloidal. It's colloidal something. It's
Silver.
colloidal silver.
And it turns your skin blue?
Yes.
Yeah, you're not supposed to drink it, but anti-vaxxers believe in it's not just anti-vaxxers.
Hey,
fucking
I'm going to cut
freaks.
you off right there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Google
Isn't
it.
there,
Find
like-
the blueberry guy.
A family of people that are blue in like Kentucky or something?
Yep, same stuff.
It's this.
Gotcha,
It's a
gotcha,
cure-all. 12:05 p.m. It's time. You shotgun a 10-ounce bottle like it's a lukewarm PBR, and you don't want to be a pussy in front of your older brother's friends. It's supposed to be grape flavored, they tell you, but it's becoming quite clear whoever led the R&D team that day has never actually tasted anything similar to grape in their life.
Is that lukewarm?
You really regret this decision. It's 12:06 p.m. now. You deep throat a cupcake like you've been saving it for the apocalypse because let's face it, that time is here. It's going to turn into liquid form before it even clears your throat,
It's like
but you don't care.
Giving a dog chocolate when you're about to put him down.
All is right in the world at this moment. Hold on to that. You're about to enter a very dark period in your life. 12:37 p.m. First sign of life. The pressure's growing. You already have 5 pounds of impacted shit in your colon, and you've basically just drank the safe for humans version of Drano. You feel a poop coming on finally. You think it's time. But you're wrong. You just get a little snake turd as a teaser. Take note. This will be the last semi-solid thing you will see leaving your body for the next 24 hours.
As we know canonically, I've used milk of magnesia multiple times in the past calendar, and this is so accurate. You get like, oh no, here it comes. And then you do like this small thing, and you're like, well, that didn't work. And then you go about your day. And
You
then
just popped the cork, actually.
three, I don't know. What's this shit?
This is a tangent,
movements,
actually.
top
So.
Thank you, Erica.
It's so not a chance. It's so related. I just chose a really bad 3 because it's not hours, but it's also not minutes. So
30 minutes?
So 10 minutes later.
Okay.
3 fort minutes, really.
Okay, 45 minutes.
You're about to have a fart minute. Except it's all, oops, I'll shit fart minute.
A fart for a minute. Okay, tangent. We're stopping it right there. 12:57 p.m. The little science experiment you got cooking is about to reach its boiling point. Your stomach is angry now. It hates you. You can feel it. You have exactly 0.3 seconds to make it to the nearest toilet, but you can't run.
I just said 0.3 instead of 2.
Never run. You pray to God that there's enough elasticity in your butthole to keep the gates closed for 5 more steps as you start to preemptively undo your pants to save valuable time. Almost there.
What?
3, 2, 1.
Why are we wearing pants that you need to undo if you're drinking?
They weren't
Magnesium.
prepared. They weren't truly prepared. 12:58 p.m. Sweet Mary, Mother of God, is this real life? Your cheeks barely hit the sea and all hell breaks loose. The shit water mixture you just created comes out with such a force that it actually sprays the back of the toilet bowl at a 45-degree angle, thus deflecting it in any direction but down. Is that blood? False alarm. That's just a remnants of a cherry pie you ate at Thanksgiving when you were 5. The smell is horrid. The sound is frightening. You try to clench what is left of your asshole to soften the blow, but it's just not working. The whole house just heard your liquid shit fart as it gurgled out of your ass. 1:06 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Everything becomes a blur.
It's such a long period of time. It's a work shift.
You shit out everything you have ever eaten since the day you were born. Everything your ancestors have ever eaten since the early 1800s, and your asshole now feels like you have flaming hot Cheetos and the tears of 1,000 jalapeno seeds stuck in it.
You got epigenetic diarrhea.
You're now curled up in the bathtub, ugly crying because you have to remain within arm's reach of the toilet at all times. You have the poop sweats.
Oh,
You
isn't
think you
there?
might have met Jesus.
Yeah.
8:37 p.m. Your family will never be able to unsee the things that you've seen in the last 8 hours. You're a broken man. Your asshole's broken. Your spirit's broken. Life as you know it will never be the same. But tomorrow's a new day. You're going to wake up, throw on the only remaining pair of underwear you have that doesn't have a shit stain on it, and you're going to run up to Target, the last shred of dignity you have, and buy yourself a new toilet brush because you've earned it.
That's your special treat after that? The toilet brush.
Mm-hmm.
My pun calendar today says these toilet brushes are awful. I had one for a while, but I gave up on it and went back to using paper.
Relatable.
To this guy.
What the?
The story, not you.
I do have to tell. No, this is such a tangent. This makes me want to try it so bad.
Use a toilet.
But
If I
you
just
shit so much every.
What if it resets the system?
Oh.
it's like staring into the sun to like cure blindness. It's like what if
Okay.
you go past the point of no return? What if you like data integer overflow your colon?
Okay. What if?
I have questions, but I don't want a tangent, so
Perfectly
That's
valid response.
so respectable of you, Erica.
Yeah.
you're welcome.
This is the best episode ever, by the way.
Now it is.
You're welcome. Hi, Judgies.
Do we
Hello.
have time for another one before the break?
I got a very short one we can squeeze in before the break.
Okay.
Coming to us from r/teachers. Had a parent get upset over a trans field trip? I am an English teacher. My colleagues and I are planning on bringing our 11th grade students on a field trip later this year. Today, another English teacher got an angry email from a parent saying that they could not believe that we're bringing our students on a field trip where they would learn about being trans. The field trip that they're talking about? Well, we're a New England-based high school currently teaching about Henry David Thoreau. We're planning on taking our students to Walden Pond to learn about his writing.
Okay.
He's a
Oh
transcendentalist.
my god, that's so fucking
These parents heard
funny.
the word trans in it and freaked out.
That's so funny.
What fucking idiots.
Wait till they find out their kid is in vocational school to become a mechanic and Harry's working on transmissions. They're gonna fucking freak out.
They're going to lose their shit when they hear about transmissions.
Wow.
That's a quick one.
That's right up your alley, bud.
Thank you.
You love transcendentalism.
I hate transcendentalism literature, but I love the philosophy of it, you know?
Yeah.
Let me sit at a lake and just look for a
I
while.
need you to
Oh,
tighten
shit.
that up.
Well, hey, we know where I was going with it. We'll catch you on the other
This
side
is
of this
actually,
break.
I do have something to say about this story.
Oh, really?
I just saw a tweet today, and this is related, it's not a tangent, of someone who was on their deathbed who was a LGB like turf
Okay.
who was dying of cancer on her deathbed and was like, I am dying of cancer, which is based off of biology, just like how there's only two sexes. And that was like one of their last sentences uttered. Like they took their hatred of trans people
To the grave? The
all
piece of
the
shit
way,
to the grave?
all the way onto their deathbed, which is just insane that you think about people who make up like less percentage of the Earth's population than like redheads, like that they bother you that much that as you're dying of like an uncurable disease, you're like, oh, I fucking hate trans people so much. That's how I feel like these people are gonna be.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, hey, the frickin' woke virus is taking them over, all right?
Yeah. Now
I have not nice things to say for that person, so I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut because I'll tangent. So
what is
also, I don't want to be too political.
that's fair. That's the more
Yeah.
scary thing.
Thank you.
We do support
Especially
trans rights
during this
on
election cycle.
podcast.
Yes, we do.
So I did cover up the OJ flag. This is a tangent with a trans pride flag.
Oh, R.I.P. a real one. A real piece of shit.
There you go. There you go.
Break time.
Break.
And welcome back on this side of the podcast where we get into something I like to call.
Circle George. What the hell? It's the Circle George.
And if you're new here, first of all, welcome and thank you for understanding our podcast. I actually just watched a YouTube video today, and this is relevant. This isn't a tangent.
Okay.
From
Technically, since this is a circle jerk, it can kind of get into it.
an NFL content creator. His name's Brett Coleman. He's pretty good, even though he's a Texans fan, which is
Isn't that
Cringe.
college football?
No.
nope. Texas.
A&M?
Texans is Houston, which is
Okay.
NFL.
I just thought it was just the Dallas Cowboys.
Brother. No, there's two Texas teams.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
You said Texas? Like I was the dumbest bitch on the planet.
Well, because Texas is a college school.
Texas.
Longhorns.
Yeah.
Right.
And what did you say?
Texans.
Texans.
Yeah.
Sure,
What
never
are
heard
we-
of them.
Get back.
Anyway,
What's going on here?
He made this video about like, it was like a letter to like new content creators in the NFL space because the NFL's trying to make a big deal with like YouTube and yada, yada, yada. And he wrote one of his tips as being like, make sure that when you put something out, that if this is someone's first time watching your stuff, you don't turn them away. And then I thought about episode 200. And I was like, it would really suck if someone's first episode.
That's such a stupid.
But that furthers my point of we make stuff that we think is funny. Algorithm be damned. I'll say it.
Hey, I'll be the first to frickin' say it. No computer is gonna tell me what the frick I'm gonna watch, but it is gonna spoon feed it to me. All right.
you can't tell me, but if you just do it for me, that's fine.
You could lead the horse to water, but I'm drinking of my own volition.
I was actually thirsty before you led me to it. So that's actually the funny thing about this predicament. This week's Circle Jerk, in celebration of the holidays, is some pounders with Pissy.
Holidays. Days.
Okay.
I definitely made that up. I was the first person to ever come up with that.
So, hey, for all of our new listeners, maybe you don't know what the frick a ponder with Pissy is. It's when your boy took an illicit substance.
Allegedly.
If you're my worker, I didn't do shit. I don't touch that shit. That shit's for the devil.
Your worker?
My employers.
Fuck, we just gave off that we're mega CEOs. No.
No, everybody knows I'm a CEO now. They're gonna hate it when they find out that I'm a landlord too.
Not a landlord also. You are a landlord too. They made a second type of landlord.
Landlord's so good you have to do it twice. Let's get right into it. How sick would it be to be the person that comes up with an internet word? Like glizzy?
Landlord 2 would be good.
Landlord
That
2
one
is
sucks.
not.
I want one that's really... Glizzy is a bad one because I do want one that's applicable. I want it to be used everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like Glizzy was used everywhere for
That's fair.
a minute.
Yeah.
That one guy on TikTok made like thousands of dollars by being the glizzy gobbler. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's just like... And I feel like it happens to so many people that you don't even realize. It gets away from you before you can even capitalize on it. But you're like, I'm pretty sure I started that.
Yeah. Starting an online word would be fun. I would even settle for being in a like cultural moments that I still think about daily part 5 comp. And even if it's a negative one, like if I was a finna be in the pit girl,
Okay.
I would still relish in that
Yeah.
opportunity.
To know
I
that
don't know
was
that
a
one.
difference. On
If
some
I
of
was a
people.
cut a board boy,
Okay.
I'd be like, I made it. You don't know finna be in the pit?
Nope.
Is
And I
there-
don't think I know cut a board.
Cut a board? Erica, you made fun of me because I spend more time on Twitter than TikTok. And how come I know these TikTok memes? The girl who did finna be in the pit, her boyfriend is actually from Naperville. So we maybe could have ran into them.
Get 'em on
But
the
she
pod.
bought tickets to some concert and Ticketmaster was like fucking her over and she bought pit tickets and then they tried to refund her and like, we can put you in the balcony. And she's like, no, I finna be in the pit. And she's just the whitest girl in the world. And that's why it was funny.
Okay.
Because it was like this it was like a $6,000 purchase that she was like, no, I finna be in the pit. Like, but she was talking about
I'm
like
going to cut you off
yeah.
right there. Can you tell that I have sleep apnea from my fake snore?
That second one was actually your snore. The first one was for sure fake.
Do we think I have sleep apnea from the sounds of my snore?
No, you didn't stop
don't
for
know.
long enough, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was panicking because I didn't want it to be a tangent of silence.
We do have a friend who we have slept in the same room with recently, allegedly. Definitely has sleep apnea.
Yeah.
He's definitely got issues.
Hey, maybe go see a doctor about it, bud. Is this a funny joke? Insert stupid joke made to my toddler, and then when he doesn't react, go, it's a joke. You can laugh at it.
It's a pretty good. It's not a joke.
Good bit.
It's a good bit.
Okay. I guess I only wrote down, is this funny? I shouldn't have said joke.
What happens if he did find it funny though? Is that like you throw it out? Like,
Well,
start
yeah,
over?
I just don't drop the line on him.
You're working new material on your child who doesn't understand sentence structures.
Sometimes I just think he's afraid to laugh because there's not a crowd laughing with him,
Yeah.
you know? It's harder to laugh when when you're by yourself.
When you don't have the context clues.
Well, just like imagine when you watch a movie or TV show at home alone, and it's like if you're laughing out loud to it, it's like that was fucking funny.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing if I'm laughing alone, that's funny. But it's so much easier to laugh in a crowd. Laughs make laughs, you know? You know what I mean?
Erica,
Stop.
Oh, you see what I mean? It's
Well,
like
it's because I love
like
you.
a yawn.
No, it's because I love
Pity
you.
laugh. Thank you.
Yes.
You were about to tangent. Let's hear the first couple of words of it.
I'm the kind of guy who laughs at a funeral.
I wish I wouldn't have gave you that.
I
wish I wouldn't have gave you the.
There was going to be a
the
lot
leash
of
thing.
setup and then ultimate lack of payoff, and that being the punchline. But I didn't want to make it a whole thing.
Is there a cilantro gene but for green peppers? Because I think green peppers taste like dog shit.
I just think you don't like them.
When am I gonna like them? Because they're in all my food, and I'm not liking them anymore.
But you like red and orange peppers.
Yeah,
Which are worse to me.
that's why I'm asking if there's a gene, Josh.
I just think you're getting undercooked.
When did
Green
you write
pepper.
that? After I made spaghetti the other night?
These are months old.
Which I used your dad's spaghetti sauce.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It's non-traditional.
It's a little watery.
Yeah, you have to boil it down and put tomato paste in it. Did I not tell you that?
No, you did not.
Yeah, you have to put tomato paste in it. It's non-traditional. Like it's not what I consider like a robust like Italian.
Yeah, it's definitely not
sauce.
Italian.
Had good
but-
flavor though.
It did have good flavor.
But it's got
Tasted
great
more like a
flavor.
Portuguese, maybe.
Yeah.
It definitely needed tomato paste in it
Oh,
because
for
it
sure.
was so thin. But actually, second day spaghetti with it,
Oh,
pretty fucking fire. Because
Yeah.
it was
It's pretty good.
so thin and watery that it like soaked right into the noodles.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
Sorry.
tangerine.
I just feel like you guys didn't even give the cilantro gene a second there.
It's because
We gave
you
it
are a big fucking baby.
How
How
Wait
come
a
breezes
second.
are cold?
because it's
You've never had a hot breeze?
First of all, no.
What? On like a really hot day? Like a really fucking hot day, humid day,
Okay.
dead of summer.
Do I need to explain the science of a breeze?
Please.
But it's just what I'm saying is that it's a breeze, but it's still just hot fucking air.
So a breeze makes you feel chilly because you have water on you at all times, and then when it blows, the water evaporates and pulls heat off of your body.
Uh-huh.
So in order
Okay,
for
Mr. Science
so,
nerd.
well, it's perspiration.
And it
Fucking
evaporates
nerd.
into the air,
Yeah,
and then it completes the water cycle.
Yeah, homeostasis is really what the name of the game is.
Yeah.
So in order for there to be a warm breeze on a cool summer's day, is that what you're implying?
No, a warm breeze on a warm fucking day.
Okay.
Because he said, when is there not a cool breeze?
Yeah.
Has there ever not been a cool breeze?
Drew breeze.
He isn't cool. I was just more asking why it's cold. Perspiration makes a lot of sense.
Sure.
I might have brought this up on episode 200. Do I have dewy energy a la Malcolm in the Middle?
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No.
like dewy skin, like
What
you're
does-
glistening.
Is that why you're always so cold when the
That
wind
goes
blows?
back. The wind's really freaking cold on me.
You do have a decimal system about you. I think you're.
I've been waiting to hear that compliment.
What's
Josh.
the other brother?
Reese?
You're unfortunately Christian.
No,
You don't give Reese energy.
I am not Reese.
You are a wannabe other brother,
The oldest one. I
Yeah.
don't remember his name.
but you unfortunately fall more
Logan.
into the Reese category.
Logan?
I think the oldest brother is Logan.
That doesn't sound right.
I'm pretty sure. Oh my God, sorry.
Didn't you watch the spinoff Logan on Top? Logan in the Outside?
Okay.
Logan's
I'm starting
Heroes?
to realize these have been in my notes for so long that I've dropped a few of them on you. What's the point of strip clubs?
That's
Is it?
Francis.
That sounds so much more right.
Is
It to go there and appreciate the female form, or is it to get as close to busting a nut as possible in front of my friends?
Oh my God.
You and I are a lot more the former than the latter. Like, we appreciate the performance of it.
Yeah.
Notice how he paused?
I think you had to figure out what former and latter meant, because I do it every time. Every time I hear former latter, I have to go, which is before?
I had to think of the order.
But I have, like, you and I went to a strip club with a friend group in Nashville many moons ago. And you and I were both just sitting in the back and talking about it. And it was surprising. That was the first time I'd been to a strip club. And it was surprising to me to see how close the other guys got to busting a nut in front of their
It's such a weird concept.
Is it like not a faux pas to just get hard while you're there?
I don't know.
I think that it's like an unwritten rule that you don't look. Don't ask, don't tell type beat.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, I'm hard the whole time. So I hope it's not a faux pas.
Sure.
I'm hard right now thinking about it.
Makes sense. I guess I just don't. Yeah, I guess I don't understand the appeal of a strip club.
Yeah.
It's over my head, I feel like.
But, like, it's like with, anything. Like, there is the art, like the dancer, like, performance of it that.
Dude, some of that shit is so impressive.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
Real quick, I was going to throw a carrot at you, but I took so long to process that it just felt like it was too late to throw it.
That was very quick, thank you. That almost turned into a tangent at the end.
Yeah.
X Games, but for roller luggage.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I want to see some epic shit going on with those roller bags in an airport. Give me a quarter pipe on. Give me the escalator belt walkway, but then give me a quarter pipe at the end.
The moving sidewalk.
Yeah, give me the moving sidewalk.
A moving sidewalk with a dump.
Yeah,
Like a dump zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see some fucking X Games shit with a roller bag. That's all I'm saying.
It would be really cool to do the Olympics, but all the sprintings are on moving sidewalks just to really see how fast we can get it going.
That's really good.
That's scary to me, actually.
Because if you got that going at 3 miles an hour, just everybody's moving 3 miles an hour faster relative to us. To them, it's the same speed.
Is that how fast that goes?
Probably.
That sounds about right. I mean, that's pretty average, like quick-paced walking speed.
Hear me out. Glands maxing.
What?
Okay.
We're done with jelking. We're done with girth maxing. We're glands maxing.
Okay. I didn't know if you were saying like gland, like you were trying to increase your lymphatic system's value.
No.
Or just the head of your penis.
The head of my penis.
Okay.
It is 3 miles an hour. Wait. Moving walkways travel at about half the speed, 1.4 miles per hour, of a natural walking pace, which is 3 miles an hour.
Oh, weird. It feels faster than that.
Yeah.
How big is anime in Japan? Is it like Simpsons Family Guy level, or is it like really big?
I think the latter.
Okay. I could believe that. Are you sure they just don't have better marketing than they do in America? Do we think the average middle-aged person in Japan's like, all I watch is anime?
I don't know. But there's a lot of Americans that do that.
Yeah. It's true.
So I would imagine there are middle-aged Japanese men who are saying, all I watch is anime.
All I watch is Simpsons and Family Guy and American Dad, actually.
Sure.
South Park.
That falls under it.
I know a lot of non-English...
Brickleberry.
I don't think anybody's watching Brickleberry, bud.
Fuck.
I know you put a lot of stock into the Brickleberry's success on Comedy Central starring Daniel Tosh.0, but...
It really sucked to be a VC back in that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, did I leak that too?
What's a VC?
Venture capitalist.
Gotcha.
I definitely talked about this one. If somebody walks in the bathroom on you, you want it to be a head on or from the side.
We've talked about that one already.
Okay, thank God. And then these last two really aren't as much of a ponder as me writing down embarrassing things that happened to me. Larry David moment. Went to get water from the water store. Teens were flirting and spilling my water jugs all over.
Flirting with each other.
Flirting with each other.
Okay.
They're like flirting and like bumping into each other, and I just see them spilling spilling my water jug, and it's getting covered in water, and I'm just like, just do your fucking job. I'm like losing it in the car. I was walking through the store, saw my reflection, went, wow, I'm looking good today. Immediately upon leaving the store, a gust of wind blew the hat off my head. As I bent over to pick up my hat, my butt crack poked out while a group of teenagers walked by and saw it.
Were they flirting?
They were all flirting with each other, and they actually made a really big mess of my water jugs. One final one on here, actually. Tell me if this one's funny. Come back in from smoking weed.
Allegedly.
And somebody says, did you just smoke? And you go, well, odd.
That's very good. That's very good. That's cerebral.
Oh, yeah.
That's a thinker. Hey, that's a real jokester moment.
Thank you. Hey, and that's all I had, guys. Those are a couple of thoughts going through this old tin can.
Yep.
You should have said scarecrow.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Because that one
like
doesn't
that
have a
joke.
brain. And you did this.
You son of a bitch.
I just am a stickler for
The details.
Wizard of Oz lore.
Really?
Yeah. Name one thing that's not related to Wicked, because I don't know Wicked. I'm not very Wicked smart.
Boo.
That actually was so freaking sick. That joke was so freaking sick, dude.
We can't say any more words right now because we've reached our tangent limit.
And after every circle judge, we always have listener submitted sound that prefaces our listener submitted story. If you got a story you want to send us, hey, send it over to us. But our listener submitted sound first.
You're talking so fast.
Coming to us from Please Don't Say My Name.
They're doing what to us?
Vic.
Coming to you from Vic.
Heir to the Vapo Rub fortune.
Again, this one's a holiday special here. Here's a post-dab cough with my husband. Love the podcast.
Allegedly. I think I know who that is now.
We might have to get more of this. That stuff's good.
Do I know who it is now?
Probably not.
Okay, now then. Okay.
But, hey, thanks, listener, for sending us in the holiday special sound.
Yes.
That was fun.
And now, for a special double feature of a listener submitted sound,
What?
this one coming to us straight from Viv. It be Viv. Some of my favorite audio clips from different episodes. Enjoy my bells. Love coming and judging, no huffing. Adieu. Audios?
What?
What?
Babe.
How do you say?
Adios.
Audio. Brother. I was thinking French. Adios, Viv. I was thinking French for sure.
My dude's Wordle brained to the max.
I need a minute.
Eat my ass.
Oh, that was me.
Sorry.
Fuck me. Are you gay or does his dick stink?
Dick bitch.
I farted.
Thanks, Viv. Adios. Editor, help me out. Fuck.
How?
He said,
I'm just kidding.
adieu.
I literally was like, it's French. Is
And then
that?
he said audio.
Viv, you're a dumbass for spelling audio wrong.
I can't believe you spelt this so fucked up. Oh yeah, this leads us to our listener submitted story. Sorry, I had to look up their
I
name.
would say that we could vamp, but
We can't.
we cannot. I guess we'll just
Not the weekend. Therefore, we cannot vamp. Much to our ire.
listener submitted story.
Vampire Weekend.
Shitty man, but it's not what you think.
that was cerebral, Josh.
It's not a tangent if you keep talking. We'll tangent in the
Hi,
left ear and story in the right ear.
We also got a lot of hate about that one. Hi, Judgies, but mostly Erica. Long time, first time. Please use my first name. It's Chloe.
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 Love you, Chloe.
I have a story for you guys that happened in 2018 that I think you'll enjoy for different reasons. It's a bit long because I'm rambly and arty, but worth it. When I was a 22 female, I moved back to my home neighborhood in Queens, New York City to start my career.
A city that never sleeps.
I graduated with a BFA and didn't really know what I wanted to do. All I knew is that I was obsessed with ceramics. So I started taking a bunch of part-time jobs where I could get them with artists that needed an extra set of hands. On one of the jobs that I took with an artist named Tom, who was in a neighborhood in Brooklyn that from my apartment was about a 20-minute subway ride with a subsequent 20-minute walk from the subway to the studio.
That's this is topical, so not relevant, not a tangent.
Okay.
That's a long way to potentially get punched in the face.
I got too distracted by the amount of times that subsequent was said.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm lost.
They're in New York City. It's a grid system, motherfucker.
Yes, thank you, John Mulaney.
20-minute walk after the subway.
Okay.
To a
And
studio.
why are they getting punched in the face?
There's a thing in New York
Relevant
where
thing.
people are getting punched. Mainly women are getting punched in the face.
Yes, I did see that.
While cops
What-
are on their phone playing Flappy Bird.
One day, and that's crazy because it doesn't even exist anymore. They still have that shit. They
Hey,
still
it's
have the APK.
Big government.
One day in the middle of summer, I was running a little bit late, so I got in the subway before I could have my morning routine poop. And I just focus on trying to make it to work and handling my business there.
Like a true on-air, on-time shitter.
Exactly.
They could be a radio host. We don't know.
A
But
good
they do it
capitalist. You got to
this-
shit on the company's dime. Of course, everything that
Capitalist.
went wrong.
Capitalist.
Yep. Can you hit that left blue button? Nope. No.
Shut the fuck up.
Which one? Yes, it's the middle
Okay,
one.
I didn't mess up.
Is it the left blue button on a different card?
No, that's always the bonus episode.
Huh.
I tried to handle my business once I got there. Of course, everything that went wrong could have. The subway was slow. We stopped for a really long period of time for seemingly no reason. And so by the time I got off the subway, I am wriggling and trying very hard to seem normal in public.
Conductor got punched in the face.
I somehow get all the way to the studio and make it to the bathroom with no issue. Or so I thought. And the long list of things that went wrong, the last thing that took the cake was the toilet could not handle my massive panic turd.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably just because it's an old building that never got any real plumbing checks, but I like to think it's because my poop was just too powerful. I tried flushing a few times to no avail, and started to panic again as this is a single stall bathroom in a shared community studio. And even though there was no one else there at the time, because it's a shared space, it's going to be pretty obvious to the next person who walks in that the only other person in the studio, i.e. me, has left this monstrosity of a turd in the toilet. This bathroom had literally nothing else in it except for a couple of bottles of cleaning solution and an old toilet brush
And
that should have been thrown out a decade ago.
3 clamshells, am I right?
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
There's a pop culture reference. There's like 3 clamshells in the bathroom on the left side.
I have no idea.
You think this is embarrassing for me? This is so embarrassing for you.
I'm going to be upset when I do hear what the answer is, and I'm like, oh, how did I not know that?
3 seashells.
Okay, while he's looking that up, can I tell my tangent? I have to. So the other day, I went to get my nails done at Courtney's house, and I had to shit so bad. 10 minutes later, she finally looked at the message, and I could hear her cackling from across the house, and it was very funny.
Unfortunately, Erica, amazing story will be cut out. That was a tangent.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, riveting content.
Cut it all out. The only thing that was in this bathroom other than a toilet brush and some cleaning solution was a life-saving plastic bag. Calming down, I pick up the plastic bag, turn it inside out.
Oh, good.
Like I'm picking up my dog's poop, and I scoop my turd out of the toilet and put it in the bag. Tying it up.
You don't have to turn it inside out.
Fair enough.
There's like, it's not like the outside of a Walmart bag is like less structurally sound than the inside.
Maybe they didn't know if it was previously used and just emptied out. you know?
Yeah.
I was thinking more along the lines of like the way, like you turn it and you pick it up with your
Yeah.
hand inside the bag, the shit's on the outside, and you turn it inside out.
Okay. But it was before she touched the poop.
Yeah. Scoop my poop out of the toilet.
Okay. You
We're
make a point.
tangenting, guys. We're tangenting.
That was
That
all
was
relevant.
relevant. We're discussing logistics of the
Shut your
story.
wife.
I
Yeah,
won't. I will
fucking
never
shush
shush my
me.
wife.
Honey,
I
darling,
tied it
back
up.
on track.
I put it in the corner of this bathroom and left to do my work in the studio. I know this is gross and stupid and weird, but I was broke, so I couldn't call off work. And this part-time shit doesn't give us PTO. Sorry, there's a tangent burp. I finished my work 8 hours. I finished my work an 8-hour shift, and then I go back to the bathroom to grab my turd bag to find a way to dispose of it. Because I'm a good Girl Scout, and I was not going to just leave that there for somebody else to clean up after me.
That was nice of you.
Leave it the way you found it.
Trigger warning for this next part, sexual harassment.
What?
I leave to start walking to the subway, hopefully to find a public trash can along the way. And I didn't make it that far when a strange man started to follow me. Normally, I don't have any trouble with strangers talking to me because I've been told that I have an intense bitch face when I'm walking and I move quickly. But this felt different.
I also have that.
I didn't get a good look at him, but he was about a head taller than I was and could have been in his late 20s. He was following me for a really long time. So much that it chilled my blood and focused me on him completely, forgetting about my turd disposal plans. I try to talk myself out of it like I'm just imagining it, but he was following me for so much of the time, even when I sped up or slowed down to lose him. And I didn't even think of going into a store. I mentally froze. The tension was building, but I got to the last leg of my walk in one piece. Maybe I could sneak away. But I had to go down a less than well-lit area in order to get to my subway stop. He was following me for the entirety of my walk. I assume waiting for me to get to a more secluded area. Just then, he sped up right behind me, grabbed my arm, and said something creepy about my ass that I don't remember to this day because all the blood was rushing in my ears. Without a chance to think, just out of pure reaction, I swung my hand that had the poop bag in it and hit him clear in the face.
Yes. Yes.
What I
That's
do
what
remember
was
is the
hoping.
sound that it made when it hit. The smack was amazing. The weight and the stench affected him instantly. The wetness from the toilet
The
seat.
weight?
There's a turd in there. It's got a little heft to it.
I understand that. I just
The wetness from the toilet water seeped through, too. He was confused and let out a shout. I just dropped the bag and ran. I didn't realize that he hadn't been chasing me until I got to the better lit subway stairs. I ended up making it home safe, keeping my head on a swivel along the rest of the way, and had a good laugh cry when I got home. I know that it was stupid to do without thinking. He could have had a weapon or he could have hurt me more because now we're in a fight.
this
So
was
I'm
the
not worried
best
about
thing
that.
you could have done.
Yeah.
But I'm really proud of my reaction because normally I just freeze and don't do anything about bad situations that I'm in. I like to think that he knew exactly what was in the bag and took it personally. Maybe my poop changed his life and he started respecting women and other people in that moment.
Let's hope.
A girl can dream, can't she?
Yes.
Imagine going home to tell your friends you got shit-faced last night, and
Boo.
it's not that you went out to a bar.
Boo.
Like, Jerry, it was a Tuesday. Why were you getting drunk? You have work in the morning.
Poop face, Jerry! I never told anyone the story because the part about me scooping my own poop is too much for me to get past, to get to the punchline, literally.
Yeah, there really
But I
is.
hope if I have any friends that listen to this podcast, they'll know this happened. And it's really nice to be able to tell you guys because it combines two of our favorite things, poop talk and feminism. Thank you for being a good group of pals to listen to. You guys really make me laugh out loud constantly and insert all other mushy things about how great you are. Love y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. Free Palestine and love poop baby Chloe.
I don't think that
Chloe.
we need to include the mushy things in this story.
Very good joke. Here is some advice from a professional storyteller himself, Chloe. If you want to tell that story, but obviously you can't because the beginning is too embarrassing, just change it to you were walking home and like you saw dog shit and you felt like a good Samaritan, so you picked it up in a bag. And now you have a reason to have shit in your hand in a bag. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's a good way to spin this story. Unfortunately, she's not going to get that feedback because we have to cut that. That's technically
No, that
a
was
tangent.
not a tangent.
Not even on a technicality was that a tangent.
Huh.
And people won't even ask you questions about why you did that or any reasons like why would you do that, because they're gonna be so focused on the better part of the story.
Right. Yeah. Also, how fucking scary.
That is scary.
Incredibly scary.
That is so scary. I'm so glad that you made it,
Yeah.
because I probably would have froze too.
Yeah.
I might have been. I might like scream, like yell, like.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Because I did
It's Bobby Hill.
my bachelorette
That's
party.
a really good Bobby Hill.
No, it wasn't.
Hey,
No,
that's
it
a
wasn't.
really good Bobby Hill. You guys are stoned. You don't know what I'm
It's
talking
about
about.
as good as your Gunter impression.
On my bachelorette party in New Orleans, we got shit faced the one night, and I had
In what way?
Who are you
drunk.
creeping on?
Okay.
we got drunk. Sorry, but I had like a crossbody bag, and somebody tried to grab my purse, and I like spun away, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And drunk Erica was like, "This guy's trying to steal purses," and I followed him for like a block, saying, "This guy's stealing purses," which probably wasn't
Yeah. It's,
smart of me, but I was drunk. So this is all relevant here to the story. It's not a tangent because I just said I would probably freeze, but I didn't.
Yeah.
In a not I guess kind of similar
Relatively
situation.
similar, sure.
But I was also surrounded by all of my friends
Yeah.
in a very, very public place
Yeah.
and drunk.
Not in a unwellly lit street in New York City.
yeah.
Thank you, Matt Berry.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good Matt Berry, but a
That
bad
was a
Bobby Hill.
That was a fantastic Matt Berry.
Judgies preamble, which we all know.
You can still create a country with a preamble to the Constitution, which you will get pregnant from.
He nailed it.
You can call me Gabby. I've been listening to your pod for over 3 years now, and I look forward to every Monday morning just to hear you guys. I'm currently going to college near Albany, New York, but my home is in Madison, Wisconsin. I love it when you guys talk about Midwest things because it reminds me of home.
Speaking of a Midwest
I
thing.
love your guys' humor so much, and I constantly reference the, oh my God, no way, yeah.
That was a really good impression.
That wasn't us originally, right? Like that's
I reference that thing so much to my friends. They are not podcast listeners, but you know that I'm always plugging.
ABP baby.
Anyways, here's the story that I read, and I think you guys would find it very funny. There is also an update to the original post.
I
if
want
you
a
wanna see
tangent
it.
so bad. Actually, what I want
tangent
more
so
is a cookie.
bad.
A snickerdoodle to be specific.
Actually, I don't know where they posted this to. Can you? You have to post on the subreddit, right? You can't just have it posted in your.
It's at the top.
That's the username.
Does it have the title?
Yeah.
What's the title? Listeners, that whole story was a tangent. That was the way you cut it. Sorry. Hey, maybe on the no tangent episode we cut out a story. That way we piss everybody off.
Wow.
Hi, Judgies.
Hello.
Say my
Hello.
name. It's Cammy.
Hi, Cammy.
Here's this crazy Reddit story. I took screenshots just in case it got deleted. Swag, Cammy.
I take back any advice I give you. I want you to be a worse person.
Because saying swag makes them the best person.
Yep.
So you
Coming-
want them to do worse.
Yes.
A little bit worse. R//
Yes.
Oh no, consequences?
Whoop.
Girlfriend edged a breakup to see what it's like?
I read this story. It's a good one.
Thank you, Matt Berry.
That was not Matt Mayer.
That was pretty close to Matt Berry.
Let me just... They did the thing where they put an update at the top of the story, so I have to see where the update stops. My ex and I have separated. It's weird to say because I'm still confused about everything, but it's as simple as the title says. A couple of weeks ago, we were at my place when something just changed in her demeanor. She walked over and simply states, "I'm leaving." I was confused and asked what she meant. She said something along the lines of, me knowing why.
So-
Again, I'm confused because a minute ago we were just happily watching shows and bullshitting. Upon further pressing, she says that it just seems like the right thing or something along those lines. I get flustered by this and ask what is wrong. And she sits there silently staring at her phone, only speaking to give me updates about when a driver will arrive, I'm assuming. Like an Uber. I just stop pressing and sit down and just wait because I can't even explain this. I'm not going to yell or scream or cry. I've just felt the same burning hot feeling and difficulty breathing in my chest when my dog died. Like this was it, and I have nothing to understand why it's happening. All of a sudden, she puts down her phone and exclaims that she changed her mind. I ask what that was about, and she giggles, almost playfully, and says that she just wanted to edge a breakup. She gives me her answer, and I just end things right there. She immediately regrets it, asking me to reconsider things. The thing is that this happened before early in our relationship, and she explained she had an impulsive habit of things like this. I've only seen this once, and it was when she ghosted me after we just started dating. Maybe in her defense, she was on her period and was experiencing mood swings.
we were on your side for so long. Maybe it was that time of the month, if you know what I mean.
But I sent her home and haven't spoken to her in a week until now when I came to get my stuff. Am I going too far with this? She seems distraught and hurt, and generally meant not to have wanted that. I want her back so badly, but I don't know if I can trust her. It's making me sick and I miss them so much. Am I wrong? Can there be something salvaged here? I know she genuinely loves me, but I'm scared that I'm just being abused.
You can't go back to that person. That's a psychotic thing to do to someone.
To intentionally emotionally damage them, scar them, harm them.
Yes.
That is a bad thing to do.
I blame TikTok. This has to be a TikTok thing.
Well,
Look at this old man sitting over here drinking his PBR and his white polo and his gold chain.
all these
and
kids.
his fucking podcast.
I was talking out to Randy on the links today, and after hitting the back nine, we said, boy, this Tic Tac, it ain't a winner. It's your future, bud.
That sucks to hear.
You somehow made it to the back nine with those golfing skills.
I'm actually pretty freaking good at golfing.
Are you?
No.
This sucks for you, or congratulations, I don't remember the story.
You're probably better off, honestly.
Yeah.
You probably don't want somebody that goofs around with breaking up with you and then does method acting on you.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
That's not a cool thing to...
that sounds like somebody
very
that is
messed
a
up.
chronic manipulator and will continue to do that.
Did you say chronic because of the episode?
What?
420 smoke if you got it. One last story coming in hot and fast. r/am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for grounding my daughter for ruining our vacation?
Is chronic weed?
Yeah, that's so crazy that you didn't know this.
insane, Erica.
Oh, I figured it was like crack or something.
Snoop.
My husband, daughter 15, stepkids 13 and 16, and I just came back from a 2-week vacation.
Nice.
Fuck, the chronic is Dr. Dre.
My daughter is very smart and is very good at a lot of things. She's also very competitive, and my husband's also very competitive. My daughter started off this vacation by telling my husband that there was Sudoku on the plane and explaining how to play it. He didn't know that she's been playing Sudoku for months now. She made it with him that if she finishes the hardest level first, he would have to buy her Wi-Fi for the rest of the flight. And if he finished first, she would share a bed with his younger daughter on the trip because the younger daughter is complaining about having to share a bed with his oldest kid. That has to get cut out, unfortunately.
Okay.
You're vindicated. You get to feel good about that.
Thank you.
But the listeners don't get to hear any of your vindication.
I swear I'm right.
Unless the editor leaves it in.
And I am fine, but I am cleaning up so well.
Did I ever say
That's
that I
for sure
wrote an
good.
entire parody
You did.
of that song?
Got there, she challenged him to a race on land and then in the pool. She's won medals at state track meets and has been swimming since she was 2. Prodigy. Every day she challenged him to something new. And she would win. And he'd have to buy her something from the resort or one of the local shops.
She's a smart girl.
My husband was getting sick of losing, and my stepdaughters were getting upset that their dads were buying her so much stuff and not them. So I told my daughter she either couldn't compete with her stepdad or she had to let him win. She decided to tell her stepdad that she wasn't allowed to compete with him anymore because he couldn't handle losing.
Good for her.
Okay.
This made them start to argue. So I told her that if she didn't keep it up, she'd be grounded at the resort for the rest of the trip. A little over a week at this point. 2 weeks at a resort seems insane. That can't be that much shit to do there.
a very long time.
My daughter decided to test me, so I stuck to my word, and she was left at the resort while the rest of us went out every single day. Which was probably fucking sick to be a 16-year-old and getting to just go spend time on the beach by yourself. The vacation was much more enjoyable without her turning everything into a competition. But she told her dad when she got back that we grounded her, and now he's mad at me for leaving her there and excluding her from the vacation because my husband couldn't act like an adult.
It's a little messed up.
I told him that my daughter was warned to stop, but she decided to test me. And now he's forcing her to stick to the custody schedule. Technically, I have her every other weekend, but he was letting her go back and forth however she wanted. And now he's threatening to go to the court for child support and back pay.
What?
So am I the asshole for grounding her, for ruining our vacation?
Hang on. Who has full custody here?
The dad must.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
So probably not the coolest mom, because I feel like it's
Rare.
easier for moms, more common for moms to
Get custody.
It's crazy that getting beat in like 4 competitions is enough to break you as a man.
What were the competitions exactly?
He was
Foot race?
fine. He was fine with all of this. The wife is the one that was like, his fragile little ego can't take it.
Interesting. Interesting read of the story.
Is it not?
That's how I read it. It was just I also found the story interesting.
It's an interesting read.
All I'm saying is he didn't complain about it.
Yeah.
Right.
He is bonding with his stepdaughter.
Yeah, a little friendly competition.
If he couldn't handle it, he could say no to a competition.
That's the biggest thing. It's like an adult can just be like, no, I don't want to race.
But that's even worse than losing a race. That's even worse than losing a race to a male ego.
I guess.
Admitting that you don't even stand in the same realm as a 16-year-old
But here's
girl.
the thing. You do the classic bit. You go, I'm not going to frickin' race you. And then you walk to the destination. Then you go, 1, 2, 3, go. You do that classic bit.
I like hitting them with. I do a similar manipulation tactic.
Oh, but that's a tangent, so we gotta
That's fair.
move on.
Well, that's all I
yeah.
had for this episode.
Well, now we're on the outro, so we can't technically be a tangent. This is the no tangent zone. You got the no
Yeah, yeah,
tangent
yeah.
intro.
Yeah. I thought you were just gonna cut all of my no tangent intro because that was mostly for you. An update on my life.
And the people. You said the people as well.
Yeah, but
There's
Editor
no
put
way
in
to cut around that.
Editor put in right here where she said and the people.
I remember saying "and the people."
I'll say instead of saying last one there's a rotten egg, I'll hit them with the first one there's a rotten egg.
Ooh.
And then they're already halfway to Timbuktu before
You're
they
freaking
realize
duck seasoning them.
I'm not going to be the rotten egg. But then I reverse psychology them and I am the rotten egg and I say it's actually good to be a rotten egg.
That's actually a delicacy in some Asian countries. So
100-year-old egg.
you don't have a century egg? Coward.
No, it comes from ducks.
Do you think between now and our patreon.com/judgies Patreon episode?
Judgies pod.
Yeah.
/Judgies pod.
What did I say?
Judgies.
No. What did you say?
Judgies pod.
I would never say anything but that.
Okay. you
I
did.
am well trained,
Okay.
professional. Anyway, go to the next episode.
No, you set that up to something. You said between.
Yeah, it's a tangent.
Mm.
I need a cookie.
Okay, we don't got cookies, but we do have social medias. Go follow us there. If you have stories, send them to us, judgiespot@gmail.com. put in the title, listener submission, listener submitted sound, listener found Reddit story, you fuckers. We love you. Thanks for listening. Sorry, so many tangents.
Also, I'm just saying, I feel like we could go to real quick before they close.
Insane.
Get some snickerdoodles and then be back to eat the snickerdoodles on the next episode. Yeah.
Bye. The Judgies love you.